Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We had a little bit of volatility earlier today, but nothing major. Had a small dip. Back to that trend line, we talked in the last video about this ascending triangle. We talked about that yesterday as well, and the potential uptrend. Bitcoin had a bit of a dip and touched that ascending trend line there again. Nothing major. It actually did rebound quite quickly. So as you can see, everything was bought up very quickly. It was, I think, the 38.2 retracement level that I'm actually not showing here, but let me actually add it. I think it was the 38.2 fib level, which is sort of the first acceptable, you could say, first reliable support level for a B wave. I've made a tiny change to the microstructure, but nothing that would impact the scenario. It allows us, however, to define a support level for continuation higher. What I have labeled as A wave before, ABC, was just like an ABC structure in a larger A wave, as it seems, because this dip that happened today was likely the B wave of wave 3, and we're now possibly already moving up in wave 3, in wave C of 3. No, wave C? Yeah, wave C of 3 of 5. So anyway, the yellow wave count here is still the primary scenario. This is not a high probability count, which doesn't mean it's an unlikely count. It is the most likely scenario for me. It's my primary scenario. We talked about the alternatives in the previous updates. This is really just a quick middle of the day update. The point is that the uptrend is still forecasted to continue. The support area that I've added today and already communicated to gold members is at 35,927. So as long as this level holds, an expectation for higher prices in wave C of 3 is reasonable. But it's not a high probability count in the sense that probabilities are very clear. So it's fairly balanced. I mean, you're dealing here with corrective structures. So it's not like we have an impulse or anything. The wave 1 here to the upside that peaked on Thursday probably was a wave 1 in a 3-wave move. The move down was a 3-wave move. This move up seems to be a 3-wave move. So it's not like we have very clear probabilities and a very clear impulse to the upside. This is probably just a diagonal structure within a larger impulse. So the wave 1 is an impulse, okay? But yeah, overall, I mean, the message here is that as long as we're holding 35,927, the C wave should be able to proceed higher. Below that level probabilities will likely shift, and the entire structure here, in which we assume that this 4th wave already bottomed on Tuesday the 14th, this assumption will likely have to change, and we have to reset wave 4 a little lower, which is possible. But for now, we're watching if Bitcoin can push higher, but it really needs to break above that 37,500 level next, and then take out the 38k level as well. Then it should be clear. Until then, it's not very clear, because again, this could just be an A wave down, or a wave 1 even to the downside, wave 2 to the upside, because we haven't taken out the 38k level. We haven't even taken out the 78.6 retracement level of the move down, which indicates, be prepared. I mean, this is really the level that needs to be taken out. 37,000, pretty much 500. It's a 78.6 retracement level, so it could also be a 1-2 setup to the downside, which would lead to a 3rd wave breakdown. So this is a critical spot here, basically a bit of a make or break point. I am generally focused on higher, because I think the overall pattern, this wave 1 that we talked about, looks better with an extension to the upside. But we're talking about microstructures here. None of that affects the bigger picture. But if we get a bit of a break below 35,927, it would rather shift the probabilities into or towards the idea that a larger wave 4 is still unfolding, as I just showed you, and we get a reset of this wave 4. But for now, it's looking okay. The sell-off that was, or small sell-off that happened earlier today, was bought up quite quickly. The support levels, the individual Fibonacci retracement levels, there are 36,740, to which the price reacted already. 36,500, 36,262, and 35,927, which means I see the yellow support area as completed. It's finished, and now the orange one is relevant. And then if we start wave C from here, we would be watching for the 100% Fibonacci extension level. So we take the length of the A wave, we go to the low of the B wave, and I mean the minimum that you would normally then expect would be the 100% extension. So it reacted to the 38.2 extension. That's just small, not enough. So ideally 38,860 as a minimum for wave C of 3. Better 39,378 or even 40,228, whereas that would be quite aggressive. So I'm sort of looking at it here in this region. Then we should get this wave 4 pullback and then a wave 5 higher. So let's see if we can do that. It wouldn't be a problem for the B wave to extend a little lower. That would not be a problem, especially as we have this ascending trend line here still, to which the price reacted already a few times in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Here you can find additional content every single day about trading, TA, Elliott Wave, and so on. And you can find the links for those in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.